Today I'm going to share with you my sleep system, which I cannot believe it took me until I'm almost 40 to find. This has been the best, and here's the reasons why. So what I'm talking about, this is the Zen Bivy sleep system. Essentially what this is it's a sheet that goes over your sleeping pad, and then you can attach a Zen Bivy quilt on top of it to keep it all in place. My biggest fear when I looked at this system overall is I thought this was going to be really heavy. You have fancy stuff, it's going to be super heavy, right? Well, it's not. They have a few different versions. This is their light quilt, which has like their light bed where you get their sheet and all that stuff. But I bought a little bit of a different setup. I have their fast sheet, which is only half of the sheet here. This sheet itself only adds what, like 2 or 3 ounces. And then on top of that, the quilt itself isn't all that heavy. This is the 20-degree version. I wish they made a 30 degrees so in the summertime or in the springtime, I don't have to carry around this much down. But for what it is, it's not that heavy. I'm not an ultralighter, but I do like keeping my weight down when I can, and I'm very happy with how heavy this all ended up being. I really like the hood that comes with the sheet. Now, different sheets have different kinds of hoods. Some of these hoods are insulated, kind of taking the place of a mummy sleeping bag. The fast sheet is not insulated. You can see it's just a piece of material, but it's so big and wide, I can easily fit my 2 pillows under here. And yes, I do use 2 pillows, again, not an ultralighter, and it keeps it all in one place. It's so nice. I love this. Yes, a lot of sleeping bags are now putting this in, but quilts don't always have a way to hold your pillow in place. And it's just so nice. I'm gonna take a nap. You guys do your thing. But the main thing I love about this system is the way the sheet and the quilt interact with each other. You can see here that it's got these little attachment points and it hooks together. So your quilt is essentially locked down to your sleeping pad. What this buys you is a lot more space to move around on your pad than you would normally get in a mummy sleeping bag or even a quilt. A quilt might have a pad strap or 2 on the bottom, but even then I find it doesn't give you this much space. And I know a lot of people, when I've read about this online, they talk about how much they like this as a side sleeper. I'm not a side sleeper. I'm what you would call a chaotic sleeper because throughout the night, I don't sleep with a hat on, because through the night, I rarely will stay still. I will move around and around and around. Like, I move a bunch, and I like just how much space you get in this, and then because it's attached to the pad, you don't get a lot of breezes in here. Now, it's not a perfect insulator. Like, this little sheet right here will let cold air in if you allow it to, but it's just so nice to feel free inside of your backcountry sleep system instead of feeling constrained all the time. I hate feeling constrained. That's one of the reasons I don't buy a regular bivy anymore. The Army made me, I used to have to sleep in a bivy thanks to the Army. No more. Gary doesn't do that anymore. And then the last major thing I like about this specific version is they have a version of this quilt that is both like a blanket. Right now it's in like blanket mode where it's just freely open like this. But you can also hook some of these attachments together and give it a foot box, just like you would with a traditional mummy sleeping bag, or even like most of the quilts you find on the market today. The versatility of this system is just so good. And I cannot believe, this is one of the best parts about YouTube, is I was able to find this because I saw videos about it on YouTube. But what about you? What is your one piece of backpacking gear that you cannot believe it took you so long to find? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to combine this system with the lightest tent, click here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.